Tonight, many Indianapolis musicians are mourning after a fellow performer died while in police custody on Monday. There's now an investigation into that man's cause of death. News 8's Demi Johnson is live in our newsroom. Demi, you learned more about that man's life.
Yeah, friends and colleagues of Herman Whitfield III tell me he was a world-renowned performer and composer. His instrument of choice, the piano. Many say his death is shocking and upsetting. Now they're calling for change when it comes to how police respond to mental health issues. It's a talent that takes extreme attention to detail. And Joshua Thompson says Herman Whitfield III was one of the best in the business.
He would just sit down and these massive fingers would just move so deftly across the piano.
I believe that music is one of the most direct form of communication we have.
Thompson grew up playing alongside Whitfield. While they were colleagues and in some ways competitors, Thompson admits he had great admiration for Whitfield.
I think it was Rhapsody in Blue with the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. He might have been 17 and just blew everyone away. It was just a joy to watch him, so to be able to follow him throughout life as we would get older, seeing what he was doing. It was always a pride thing and a fun thing, like, I know him.
Now, Thompson and many others are trying to come to terms with a world without Whitfield.
Herman, there's not going to be another Herman. The world's not getting another one.
Indianapolis police say Whitfield died while in their custody on Monday. Officers responded to a disturbance where they say a man, Whitfield, was having a psychosis and asked for an ambulance. Police say Whitfield was walking around the house when he moved toward an officer. That officer deployed his taser twice. Whitfield was then put in handcuffs. When medics asked him to roll over, he did not respond. He was later pronounced dead at the hospital.
Mental illness shouldn't be criminal, and reaching out for help shouldn't be fatal.
Thompson, who spent several years working as a mental health professional, says something has to change.
This is an opportunity where crisis intervention training for law enforcement is taken seriously, is done more frequently, is done in tandem with mental health professionals on the job, on the scene.
IMPD does have a mobile crisis assistance team known as MCAT, but members don't work 24/7, and IMPD's release does not list MCAT as a responding team in Whitfield's case. In a statement, Indy Black Lives Matter says a shift must begin to engage deep care of community in crisis, ensuring that they have adequate support for their mental health needs, that there are competent providers responding to those in crisis, and that the means to supply and exceed these needs is not excused away as a lack of financial resources.
He was a world-class musician who lived with a mental illness, and even despite that was able to make such a huge impact. Describe him that way, and then I think we get closer to strategies that are effective for everyone.
IMPD says an administrative investigation of the incident is underway. Police say several officers were wearing body cameras. The Marion County Coroner's Office is investigating Whitfield's cause of death. At last check, the coroner does not have the results from his autopsy. Live in the newsroom, Demi Johnson, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.